And let me read from the book of Psalms 37, 39 to 40, which says, "The Lord rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble. The Lord helps them, rescuing them from the wicked. He saves them, and they find shelter in him." And today I'm grateful for the Lord being my fortress, and I'm grateful for my wife and my children, and just grateful for life in general. Sorry. Um, this particular verse, well, the thing is with the Psalms, I love the Psalms, but I always could remember when I used to read the Bible, I used to feel like the Psalms were so long and drawn out, you know what I mean? But the more that I read them now, um, I found so many hidden gems just sort of buried inside them, you know? Like this one in particular where the author tells us, he says, um, the Lord rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble. And essentially, like, you know what a fortress does, right? A fortress keeps you nestled in safety, number one. But not only that, a fortress keeps your enemies out. You know what I mean? And the author particularly used the word fortress, and it made me think about how once you invite God to be a part of your life, because he did say the Lord rescues the godly, right? He said he is their fortress in times of trouble. And it's just something about you knowing that if anything, or like you feeling in danger in any kind of way, the way that your faith sort of shields you and protects you from that feeling. See, because that fear has ended up being an emotion, a feeling. But when you have God in your heart, you tend to like not have that sort of fear projected out of you, because what you do is that you sort of put God in the front of it. You don't wait until something already happens, or you get scared to say, hey God, I trust you. No. If you even feel danger coming in any kind of way, then the first things you do is you say a prayer and you let God get in the front of it, you know? And what the author says, he said the Lord helps them, rescuing them from the wicked. He saves them and he finds shelter in them. Just again, like I said, what a fortress does, Like a fortress ain't just to keep you from danger too. A fortress is also shelter. That's a place where you go not just because you're afraid. You know what I mean? You don't run to God just because you're afraid. Like you run to God because He's your shelter, He's your covering. That's where you're supposed to wake up underneath every morning. That's where you're supposed to go to sleep every night, under God's shelter and His protection. So, just a reminder to everyone, be godly and keep God as a fortress in your life. Not just to call on Him when you feel in danger, but to be a shelter as well. Thank you, everyone, for the opportunity to speak. I'm Kerry, and I relinquish my mic.